Welcome everybody, and it's good to be here with all of you now live in the Digital Health Week, and it's amazing that in short notice we managed to have this collaboration here in the Health Data Global Talks. For the ones who don't know what the Health Data Global Talks are all about, this is a series of hosted conversations here on social media by Jens Declerck from the IHD and Rafael José Vieira from MEDCIDS, Faculty of Medicine of Porto University. And today we have as a guest in the talks Joseline Carías. She's the Chief Executive and President of the RECAINSA, which is the Iberian, the Red Americana. Well, I think Joseline himself can explain better what is RECAINSA, but it's a major hub and international network for digital health in South America, mainly. Okay, and over to you now, Rafael, for starting the conversation, and I will be here on the standby to take care of any questions and comments that our viewers are putting us in the page.
Thank you, Paul. So first of all, very nice to meet you. I think we should start by maybe you introducing yourself to the audience so that people can get to know you a little better. So please do feel free to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Paul, for the introduction, and Rafael for this interview. We're very excited to share with your audience about the work that RECAINSA is currently doing in the Latin American region, and especially around data governance and governance in health. My name is Joseline Carías, and I am the General Manager at RECAINSA. And for those of you who do not know about us, I would like to share with you about a little bit of our history and a little bit about the work that we are doing, as I mentioned, in Latin America. We were born in 2013 as a volunteer organization, and we started specifically working in Central America with the intention of supporting national digital health strategies, but especially to generate spaces for the exchange of experiences and best practices in both public and private sector. So in the next years, we started to collaborate with regional and national organizations, and we joined the global effort led by the World Health Organization to promote and drive access and universal health coverage through the digital transformation in health, which we all know allows to implement national strategies that have a significant impact on the efficiency and quality of health systems, and that contribute decisively to reduce the inequities that affect the countries of our region. So we as organization obviously have had changes, and not always. We are not a volunteer organization, and we transitioned to a regional NGO, and currently we have projects in 16 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean. But our general objective has remained the same. That is, as I mentioned, to strengthen national and subnational strategies for digital health in the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean. And we are focused in 4 strategic lines. The first one is to support and to strengthen the digital health governance of the countries in a region. The second one is to strengthen the capabilities and knowledge of the professionals and technicians working on digital health. The third one is to have spaces just like this one that you are promoting, to share experiences and best practices in digital health. And the fourth one is to generate knowledge, evidence, but especially in our own language. That is a barrier that we have detected in a region. And evidence that is in our own context. So that is the work that we're currently doing. And well, we are in a very good moment because we have started to sign memorandums of understanding with governments. So data governance and governance in health is a priority for the agendas of these countries, and RECAINSA is here willing to support them from our knowledge and expertise. If you have any specific comments or questions, Rafael, with what I have just shared, I'm willing to answer to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that thorough answer. I mean, RECAINSA does an amazing work, and it's a great mission that you have. So I don't have any specific questions, but I'm interested in knowing more about your background. And if you could please speak a bit about your background and maybe link it to the aspect of data quality, that would be great. So.
Thank you, Rafael. Well, yes, I didn't mention anything about me. I focus on the organization. Well, I consider myself a Central American woman. I was born in Honduras, but I'm currently living in Guatemala. So, and well, when you have the chance to work not only regionally, but globally, and share your time and experiences with professionals that are around the globe, just like this case that I'm hearing, and you are in the beautiful Portugal. It's amazing. So you consider yourself a citizen of the world. So, but yes, I'm from Honduras, and I've been living in Guatemala, as I mentioned, and since 2007. And but well, I have been working in the last year as a consultant, specifically in projects related to digital transformation, especially in the health sector. And I have a very, well, for those who knows me, know that I started this marriage with digital health thanks to the work from the volunteering in RECAINSA. So before RECAINSA, I was working in the private sector doing other things. I had experience with manufacturing and with the touristic sector, and I've been doing several things, always leading teams in order to achieve their goals. But when I start supporting RECAINSA as a volunteer, I was in charge of all the communication and digital strategy, because I'm a specialist in digital strategies and communication as well. So I fall in love with digital health, and I started working, dedicating lots of my time to the organization. And then I decided to found my own company that is dedicated as well to projects related to digital transformation in health. So this is how my journey in digital health started. And well, it has been a fantastic journey, but sometimes with the speed that I didn't measure, I don't know if you understand me. It's like when you start to run and then you see that you have to go faster, and then you see that you have left lots of things before you. So this is how it has been with me. So when RECAINSA started all these changes that we became initially a Central American NGO and now a regional NGO, and that you find yourself immersed in so many projects and initiatives, it's fantastic to have the opportunity to share your knowledge and experience with so many people, and have the chance, especially to co-create and create things that can benefit other women, because gender, inclusion, and diversity are topics that are priority for us as an organization and in the individual, for me as well. So one of the most important projects, and is one of those projects that make you feel proud, and that is the case, that is my case. We have a very strong component, as I mentioned, to strengthen the capabilities of professionals and technicians working in health and in ICT sector, and that have a special interest in digital health. So we created a program that is focused on strength the capabilities of women professionals, but from our region, in 3 aspects. Well, 4 aspects: gender and leadership, digital transformation, and digital health. So for second year in a row, we have we created this program that is unique in our region, and as I have known, it's there are very few training programs like this one globally, and we have granted scholarships to 30 professionals from the Latin American region for second year in a row. So it's amazing to generate this impact, and obviously that data governance is one of the topics that is included in the curricula of this program. So that is how I started, and that is how I got involved in this topic that we are currently promoting from RECAINSA as part of the Transform Health Coalition and as their regional partners. So I would like to share, and I know that you have more questions for me, and I know, Rafael, that you told me that I could express freely, and you won't have troubles with me with timing, because I love to speak and I speak too much. So, so obviously
no, not at all. I was saying, just please speak freely. We love to hear you speak, so don't feel any obligation. So.
Absolutely, Joseline. And we have a permanent, right now, 11 attendees in the room. I'm also putting here a little bit of a chat here to see where are you joining us from. So in the meantime, go ahead and keep talking as we follow on the questions from the participants that are joining us.
I think you were about to show us something about your project.
No, I just wanted to share. I mean, while I was talking about my background I wanted to share maybe to start like landing the conversation that it's data governance. I wanted to share with you that what we have been doing in the last 2 years from RECAINSA as part of the Transform Health Coalition, and basically is that we are advocating for stronger health data governance globally, and in our case, regionally, because we know that global health data remains a key priority for us as an organization, and I believe that for all the stakeholders that are working in health and in digital health. So we believe that we need to have a framework that will lay the foundations for improved public trust in health data systems, but especially where individuals and communities can feel protected and respected and in control of their own data, while allowing institutions working to protect the health and obviously the well-being of the populations to access and use for the public good. So as you know, because I know that Health Data Forum has endorsed the principles of health data governance, they were launched early this April. And it's amazing to see all the great movement that we have around the health data governance principles. So currently more than, I don't have the exact number, but almost 200 organizations globally has endorsed the principles. And you can also find all the information with cityhealthdata.org. And you can see all the great community around the principles. So I'll be happy, Rafael, to amplify any information regarding the health data governance principles, and especially the work that has been led by Transform Health and the coalitions that includes several organizations globally, and RECAINSA as their regional partner in Latin America. Thank you.
Thank you. I thank you. I want to address 2 things you said specifically. First, yes, I do definitely feel like a citizen of the world. And I very much look forward to meeting you in another Citizen of the World in Porto in November for the Health Data Forum conference. And also, I can definitely identify when you say that in digital health, everything moves very fast, and you feel that need to move faster, and then you see everything else lagging behind. Yeah, it can be challenging to keep up to date in this field. But you and RECAINSA have been doing an amazing work, and I really enjoyed hearing about it. Now I have one other question, which is kind of related to the, I think is very connected to the previous one, which is because you spoke a lot about data governance, and you've been doing a lot of public policy work. So I wanted to ask you, why is data governance and data quality important for you, in your opinion, as a public policist?
Well, this is a very, very important question. And I think that it applies not only for those who are currently working in public policies, because this is a topic that everybody needs to take seriously. From private sector to governments to civil society, from donors. I mean, we all need to get involved. because data is a topic that, as I said, is critical. It's critical, and it's critical for a longer term goal. And this is why the development of the principles is so important, and it's an opportunity that goes beyond policymakers. So it's necessary. It is really necessary for all of us to put it as a priority in our agendas. So definitely that as from the perspective of the principles in the data, in the quality of the data, you know that we must ensure protection for individuals, groups, and communities against data-related harm and violations, because protection for individuals is often embodied in general data protection laws. However, due to its potential sensitive nature, health data requires additional specialized protection in law and in data practices. Because if not, unprotected health data could expose individuals, groups, and communities to harm. So health data governance must include special measures of protection against these kinds of individual and collective harm, including data-driven exploitation, harassment, discrimination, surveillance, capitalism, and other things that you as health data specialists know better than I. Thank you.
Thank you. I have one final question, which is, well, an appetizer for what's to come in November, because you will be in the Health Data Forum in November in Porto, right? Very much looking forward to that, I must say. And I would like to ask if you could please give the audience maybe some teasers on what you will discuss that day. And so just so well, an appetizer, a teaser, just about what we will discuss.
A little candy. Well, we're very happy. First, I want to thank you on behalf of RECAINSA's team for this great invitation. I'm so excited about Health Data Forum and so excited about finally meeting you in person. You have been such amazing colleagues through all these months of collaboration. And yes, this is going to be a great opportunity to continue the conversation around the need to have a stronger framework of principles, of health data principles, but can help us to understand better why it's so important to ensure aspects like secure the data collection, to safeguard this information, to provide some guidance, taking the opportunity that you're going to have a very wide audience coming from different sectors, and it will be a fantastic opportunity to start building this trust in all related to data systems. So as you said, I will not give too much information, because obviously we want to have all this great audience that we have today through the social medias of the Health Data Forum as participants in these great events that we are obviously supporting from Latin America, and that we encourage you to participate, because as we have been talking, data governance is not just a topic for those that are working with policies or in promoting the digital health agenda. It's a topic that is of general importance, and that definitely events like the ones that you are organizing reinforce the importance of these topics.
$7.
So,
Make as many videos as you want, and you never need to pick up a camera.
so thank you, Paul and Rafael. We're live, so everything can happen live.
Yeah, everything can happen. I mean, it's just a short,
and the best thing that
commercial.
you can do is to enjoy the moment. So,
Of course.
so
And
thank you, Rafael and Paul.
Thank you, Joseline. And I must say, I very much look forward to meeting you and continuing this discussion in November in Porto, where we will also be live. So many more moments like this one might happen again in Porto. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm. It was great talking to you, and I hope we can discuss these issues further in around a month in Porto, live in like physical form this time.
Thank you. Looking forward to be there and to continue the conversation. Thank you, Paul, for being such an amazing host, and Rafael. I'm eager as well to meet you and well, strengthening the collaborations between our organizations. And well, thank you very much for the time, and thanks to the audience as well for being here. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. It was really great. And our audience, 67% of the audience from Africa, 32% from Asia, and they are still here with us, 11 attendees live in this conversation. And I'm sure many, many more as the Digital Health Week will progress throughout this week, and more viewers can watch us later on. I would like to finish this by showing you a little bit of what will be the conference website, where we have we are going to have our you can find more information about us, and also a short video that we have here ready for you in terms of what is the experience of the Health Data Forum. Of course, I don't want to make that many expectations for Joseline, because Joseline is going to be in person with us in Porto, thank God, as well, with other members from RECAINSA. But this is a short view of our website now. I think it's going to show in a minute here. So you can find more about the event in this 2022 summit page. Of course, you can also watch about previous events as we have them in this website too. And the topic for this event, as probably you already guessed from the conversation so far, is health quality of health data, a dynamic complexity, a critical factor for catalyzing smarter healthcare and efficient research. So we have a wealth of renowned speakers here joining us, and moderators from all parts of the world. We have a packed program with lots of debates and interactive sessions. This is a hybrid event, so you can also attend, besides attending on-site, you can attend live. There's a pre-summit event that you can also register on the 16th November with tutorials on health data quality. There's an open course on open EHR, and this was for one of the questions we had in the audience is about learning opportunities in digital health. So this is a nice opportunity you can follow, is the course of open EHR from Anna Portnanen. She's an expert in the field. Again, this summit is organized jointly by the IHD. Unfortunately, James Declerck cannot be here today with us, and the Faculty of Medicine of Porto University and MEDCIDS department. And of course, we are thankful to our sponsors, Uninova and Sanofi, as well as all our strategic partners. That includes also RECAINSA, the Centroamericana de Informática and Salud. But I know that Joseline also has her name in English in their background, which is nice. And also Summit corporate members and Summit supporting members that are registering. And of course, our event partner with the Allspace platform. And now, as promised, let's look at the video that I have here for you, prepared for And let's end the broadcast now. Thank you so much for watching us and for staying, and looking forward to see you all in Porto in November or remotely. Bye. Bye for now. And have a safe trip, Joseline. Safe trip.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.